Hey guys, Miraculously Hardworking here, and welcome back to a new video. Today we're going to be talking all about the ships like Adrienette, Ladynoir, Cat Noir.
Hey, who are you?
I'm Miraculously Hardworking. Who are you?
That channel doesn't even exist on YouTube.
I'm your evil twin with 180,000 subscribers.
Whoa, we're competing now?
I didn't make it a competition. If you want to make it a competition, let's go, girl.
Hey guys, it's Miraculously Lazy, and I'm doing a collab today with,
Hi, I'm Mia, aka Griffin.
And I'm Wise Kid, aka Wise Kid.
And we're a part of Cartoon Fanbase.
Yeah, welcome. Thank you for coming.
Thank you for having us.
Okay.
No, they should be thanking us for bringing this content to them. So you're welcome.
You're welcome.
Yeah. What?
No, what?
Okay, so basically this is part 2 to our collab. Part 1 is on Cartoon Fanbase's channel. Go watch that when you're done. And
Or you can watch it before so you know everything in order. But
yeah, whatever. Okay, guys, so we're gonna be talking about the ships, primarily Adrienette and Ladynoir. We're also going to talk a little bit about Marichat and like its potential that has been happening in season 4. So how do you guys feel about the season start in Truth and Lies with Lukanette and Adrigami? How did you feel like that went down with those ships?
It ended way too quickly.
yeah, it ended very early. I think they could have stretched out and had a more impactful breakup where it actually like made us feel something. But just in the first episode, 5 minutes in, Luke, I'm sorry, like this 5-minute relationship is too much for us.
Yeah. It wasn't even 5 minutes. It was like a minute and a half of a montage of their relationship, which could have been easily spread out like between multiple different episodes, and we would see progression or growth or jealousy or something, you know.
Yeah. Wait. Okay, this proposes something else. The breakup happening early did set a lot of things into place.
Oh, really?
You know? It
did
do something important. Because of that Lukanette breakup, Marinette, had that whole thing which led to Gang of Secrets, her spilling the beans to Alia.
Oh yeah.
And then in Mr. Pigeon 72, the Adrigami breakup led to Marinette and Kagami becoming closer, and then the second umbrella scene. So I think maybe the solution here is not to have the breakups happen later in season 4, but for maybe them to get together in the middle of season 3, and then the second half of season 3 was those
Mm-hmm.
Because I think in season 4, it was actually kind of needed. Those breakups were actually necessary for everything to turn out the way it did.
Yeah, you're right, because we are seeing Adrienette change, which we will talk about more soon. And we did see Marinette just tell Alia, like, yo, I'm Ladybug, and that
just confessed my identity.
Yeah, that's pretty significant for the plot. I never thought that would happen, to be honest.
Yeah.
And now she's like a big role in the show as well.
We stand Alia. We love Alia.
We love Alia. Oh my gosh.
We love Rita Rouge. We love Alia.
There's not a second we're not talking about her.
Exactly.
Yeah.
There's not a minute where we don't discuss her.
No Alia slander. And if you.
Okay, anyway, so basically, Lukanette and Adrigami breakup were necessary, I'm feeling from you guys, but it did happen a little fast, in my opinion.
Yeah. What I'm saying is we should have seen more of it, but I think the way the events conspired should have happened the same. Maybe the solution is they should have had them get together sooner.
That's a good point. Yeah, so they could have more time before they just, like, broke it off.
So, the middle of season 3, in order and stuff, is Star Train. Star Train is the mid-season finale of season 3. So, if around Star Train, maybe even Desperada could have been for Lukanette, and maybe like Icargozen could have been for Adrigami, then they could have been together till like the end of the season. And then in Heart Hunter, Adrigami's already going to be together. And Marinette can like be a little jealous but still gonna be like, oh, I have Luca because we're together. And then in season 4, episode 1, bye Lukanette, bye baby. And then episode 2, bye Adrigami. So sad to see you leave. No slander to Kagami. She deserves better than Adrien.
No more slander to Kagami,
Yeah.
please.
Kagami's actually pretty great.
We love Kagami. She deserves someone better. She deserves Luca.
Yeah.
If he's not meant for Chloe, because the color schemes.
If they're not,
the color scheme says something else. But no, they could have had that happen from middle of season 3 and had Adrien, like, those secondary ships break up first few episodes of season 4, and then everything would be better. Like, Gang of Secrets would make more sense, everything would make more sense, everything would be better. Yeah, development.
I agree.
Yeah.
Could have
Like,
been planned out better.
We were not sad at all during the 2 episodes. We were not.
Yeah.
We were just like, oh, we knew this was coming.
Yeah, like, I thought it was kind of soon, but I wasn't like, oh no.
In my opinion, somehow Lies was more, like, heartbreaking than Truth, even though it didn't give that many emotions because no development. Still, Lies was more impactful in my opinion.
Yeah, I think so. Because Kagami, honestly, she really showed some real emotions. Like, she's like, I like, lied so much so I could be with you. Like, that really kind of touched me, like, that she's like doing all this for him. I'm not saying that it's right that she's lying about all these things, but it's definitely, like, very heartbreaking. And I don't know. I think Luca's just so sweet that it's hard to, like, he doesn't really show a whole lot of emotions. He's always just like, it's okay, Marinette, go for Adrien. And we don't see
reassuring.
Yeah, but it's like we don't see him, like, break down after, like, Marinette breaks his heart. So it's kind of hard to, like...
But we kind of do. We kind of do when he realizes that he can't tell the truth to him.
Well, that, yes.
I don't think Luca's right for Marinette. At all, not even a little bit. Like, I think Marinette needs someone with personality that she can talk to. And Luca, I mean, he plays guitar. I mean,
he's now the son of Jagged Stone.
Oh yeah. His second personality trait is that he's Jagged Stone's son.
Yeah, he doesn't have a lot of personality traits.
I swear, I see this all the time on TikTok, like that. Like, his only personality trait is being in love with Marinette, and I'm like, I just die laughing every single time.
First is being in love with Marinette. Second is playing the guitar. Third is being Jagged Stone's son. Fourth is having no eyebrows.
Oh no, Luca exposed.
I mean eyelashes.
That was.
But Luca is just a guitar dude. That's like his whole, like, he's no personality. Like I'll be Luca. Like, I mean, we love the voice actor, but let me be Luca. Luca. Hey Marinette, how are you? Yeah, that makes sense. Do you want to go and pick some flowers? I can bring my guitar. Yeah, that's cool. Oh, we're breaking up? Well, I'll always be here if you need me.
Hey, boy.
Bye, Marinette. You're my father? Jagged Stone? Rock on, dude. Wow. Why did you abandon me? I can't believe you. Bow. I can play the guitar better than you, father.
Wow.
Wait, that does kind of sound like
that was actually really good. Thank you.
Hey, Marinette. Like, honestly, no, Luca needs something. But Kagami, we love Kagami. Kagami's the best. We got so much Kagami. Like, we got Kagami and Luca the same amount of episodes, but Kagami actually had personality.
Yeah.
Like, Kagami likes to friends. We know that she has trouble making friends because she's so focused on her goal with trying to gain her mother's love. And we know that she doesn't get social cues sometimes, and she's not very good at socializing. And, you know, poor baby.
I know, Kagami deserves better. Okay, exactly. I think we should move on from this topic.
We'll sum it up now.
Okay.
In conclusion, let's go in each of our opinions. In my opinion, I think Adrigami is more impactful than Lukanette. The relationship was not better, obviously. Lukanette's relationship was better. But it was more impactful to the audience, their breakup and everything. Because we got so much Kagami, we've grown with Kagami, we've learned so much about her, and she was actually like hurt in this.
I thought the 2 episodes were honestly amazing. They were definitely, like, the relationship felt rushed to me. It really did start the season off, like, dramatic and strong. And the fact that we got an Adrien point of view, practically, episode for the first time in history.
For me, I agree that Lukanette, it kind of just, like, didn't feel as heartbreaking because the only time we really see emotions is that when he can't find out, like, what the truth is, when he's lied to. That's, like, the biggest we've ever seen Luca, like, have a
Marinette, you're in love with Adrien? Okay, that's cool.
And Kagami really just expressed her emotions to Adrien. And I felt like it just felt so real because she's like, I'm always lying to get out of these situations, but you don't want to be with me. But yeah, so let's move on to Ladynoir because there's a lot here.
There's
good
a lot
and bad
of problems with Ladynoir.
let's start with the good before we go on to the bad.
Oh my god, I have so much to say about Ladynoir.
Okay,
but maybe we shouldn't go good bad. I want to talk about it as a whole. I don't know. Okay, so can I go first?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, you guys can jump in at any point. So let's start together. Okay. So Ladynoir, for the first 2 seasons of the show, it wasn't equal, but you know they both had their moments to shine.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, Ladybug loved Adrien and didn't feel the same way about Cat Noir. I think Ladybug in the first 2 seasons at least saw it as more of a professional like relationship, and and a lot of the times like a friendship, you know, like a team effort. And then in season 3, Cat Noir started being a little useless, and you know, but in season 4 it changed a lot. Like we started out season 4 with them being like, you know, we're a team, and we can definitely see that Ladybug has started to be a little more comfortable with Cat Noir.
Yeah, and she's really like expresses how much she cares for him, like in lies, you know. A lot of growth there, I'd say.
Like I love your jokes and stuff like that.
Like
compliments going towards him.
Yeah, like in truth, she likes those personality traits. That was really cool to see. There's definitely development there.
Especially after we saw Kagami like kind of refuse that side of Adrien.
Oh yeah.
It was so refreshing to see.
Yeah.
You know, not an actual bullying.
I know, like Ladybug was like, I like this side, or Cat Noir, and then Kagami's like, this is not really you, Adrien, but
exactly.
I loved how Cat Noir was trying to like help Ladybug when she was feeling down, took her to the movies and stuff, and consoling her and being there for her. But she was an emotional wreck. I like how Adrien did not even care that Kagami broke up with him. Like
it did not affect it.
Kagami?
At all.
You broke up with me? Oh. I'm sorry, father. Kagami broke up with me.
God.
Adrien.
Wait, that father part.
I'm very sorry. But father.
Oh my god.
But father. Adrien, finish your piece of broccoli. Father. Adrien. And then he goes into his basement. Broccoli eater. I gave you the okay. Anyways, yeah. This is becoming impressions.
I know, it's good.
This is a whole episode.
I did not even care that Kagami broke up with him, which I'm kind of upset about. We should have gotten him his side of like sadness as well. But after Lies, there was no Adrien. We got our Adrien screen time this season in Lies. And then
so far.
Mr. Pigeon 72, he didn't care that he was turned into a pigeon. He's just stupid, and he's accepted that. Honestly, Flag has done more than Cat Noir at this point. At this point, so, like, he should just like wear the ring and have Flag save the day. Like, honestly, Flag and Ladybug, that's a team because they actually both do stuff. He was like, okay, that girl is really miraculous. Simply the best. After this, when things go wrong,
Oh my god.
So he still loves her or whatever. Not even thinking about Kagami, who's literally there. But
Definitely.
And that's when we see Alia really shine, because she figures out
that's
Ladybug
what
can,
do you mean? That's when we see Alia really?
I mean-
Alia has been shining for the whole series. Like,
I know, but in this episode, like, it really takes...
yeah, in this episode, Alia was really...
Yeah.
Yeah. Then we have episode 5, which is non-existent, and then 6, Monster Fruit. We saw Cat Noir really like he does like what did he say, Griffin, the other day? He said that he didn't want to like say goodbye to his Miraculous and stuff. He didn't want Ladybug to give up being guardian and forget him.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh
so he
yeah,
was, like,
that was kind of furious too because once
yeah.
because he was threatening to take away her guardianship, and then she was gonna have to forget everything, including him. And so he got mad, and he started to fight. He was ready to fight, and I was over here cheering in the background with a bag of popcorn.
Yeah, and that episode really felt like a team effort for the most part. Soul Crusher, Cat Noir was useless. Queen Banana, Cat Noir was useless. A Mega Leech, we saw a little teaser. I'm assuming Cat Noir is useless from that teaser.
Yeah,
But
because
I think
we do see him stumble, yeah.
that's actually kind of building up to something. That stumble in Mega Leech, that feeling left out, I think that was starting to do something.
Yeah.
And Guiltrip, he was useless again. Again, he was useless. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, going through the episodes, he's really, really useless.
Yeah, the writers are doing him wrong. It's just the writers.
Yeah.
I feel like they're building up to something. Like you
Yeah,
said, there's something
hopefully.
going on because we saw him like, get mad.
But then in Optigami, we saw he was not. He didn't even.
He wasn't even used. He wasn't even in the entire
He
episode at that point. He
exactly.
was in like the last 5 minutes of
Yeah.
And at the end, he was kind of like, "Oh, you guys didn't have me. Am I too late?" Which I think that's building up to something. You can tell when the writers are building up to something and when they just need him to be useless.
it.
Wait, there's one more thing I talk about. Senti Bubbler.
Oh yes.
So, in Senti Bubbler for Ladynoir, we saw Cat Noir actually starting to get a little jealous and frustrated about Rena Rouge, like, and Ladybug being a team. I think he's starting to be like, what? Like, how is it a two-person plan? What about me? It was me and my lady, and he gets jealous. He breaks something because he's just dramatic like that. It's the model in him. And then, he chooses his little crush over Paris, and does something so impulsive. He goes, he runs, he's like gonna ruin the plan. He was about to ruin the plan, like, and he didn't even listen to orders. Like, okay, we understand that how he was feeling. He didn't even get any context. He deserved that context, but still, he should have listened at least for the sake of Paris and stayed still. He did not need Marinette, Dupen Chang to go and be like, Cat Noir, stay. Like, she's an innocent civilian. Well, all
as much as she can be.
Yeah, and he needed her. I kind of liked how he was like listening to her though, like listening to Marinette. But it was interesting because, yeah, it's leading up to something. He didn't do anything for the entire episode. I'm pretty sure until like he had a little fight with Senti Bubbler, I guess.
But
and
he got like captured right away, and then again 2 times.
So embarrassing. He got in the bubble, he got out, and then he got back into the bubble. Like, oh, I was like, Cat Noir. It's comic relief now.
He shouldn't have used his stick and just like bolted off the buildings away from the bubble.
I think it's becoming comic relief. I hope they're really building up to something. Like, I think they're building up to Cat Noir eventually breaking down and being like, "Milady, like, you never need me anymore." And I think this is also making Ladynoir crack a little bit because I think Ladybug is starting to like Cat Noir more, but Cat Noir is starting to really get mad at her. And I think this could lead into feelings for
Marinette. Yeah.
But before we get to that, what do you guys think of Ladynoir?
I want to say that I don't think that Ladybug doesn't trust Cat Noir. I know we've talked about this. I think that she just, like, we've seen what happens in Chat Blanc if they're to, like, know about each other and they're love for each other. Like, stuff will go down, and I just don't think that Marinette can take that risk and tell Cat Noir everything. And so Ollie is like the only one she could trust at this moment, and while that is good, it is also leaving Cat Noir, you know, out of things.
Definitely. Not only is this ship literally the superhero version of Adrienette, it's one of the most complicated ships on this planet Earth, and I will definitely fight to my grave that Ladynoir can be almost as difficult to deal with as Adrienette sometimes. It's just so frustrating. There's so many factors playing into this. During the courses of like season 1, season 2, I agree with like Wise Kid. It was more a professional relationship.
Ladybug said, at least.
Yeah, and Cat Noir, it was definitely more admiration, I guess you could say. In season 3, we definitely start seeing, and I definitely think Chat Blanc is the pivoting point for these, but it's when Ladybug starts feeling much more comfortable with Cat Noir. And so those definitely like type of mental effects, they definitely impacted the relationship, and it shows that Ladybug is doing a mixture of both, trying to become closer to him, definitely much closer than she was, also distancing from getting herself hurt or for getting other people hurt.
Yeah, that's a good point. Like, she can't take that risk. I think she wants to let Cat Noir in on things, you know, but
yeah,
just can't.
Just can't afford to.
Yeah, so let's conclude this. I feel like Ladybug definitely just obviously is like growing like possibly feelings for Cat Noir, and just like there's just something changing obviously, but it's also with the circumstances right now, I just feel like it is leading them apart. Maybe in like the future, season 5 or something, it could even push this like problem, could push them closer together, because I feel like Cat Noir could get really mad, and that could cause a problem.
Could address this problem like in the 100th episode or something. Sorry, continue.
Oh, I was gonna say we definitely need to see, like my kid was saying earlier, his breaking point, because we were talking about this. And Cat Noir's breaking point is basically the same as Adrien's. He's getting ignored by his father, getting ignored by Ladybug. I feel like, and it's like a great way to transition into Marichat.
Yeah.
I feel like if he's ignored by one more person, Marinette, we're gonna start seeing some development. We're gonna start seeing something changing, because those two situations he cannot control. It used to be just his father, and now it's Ladybug too, keeping all these secrets from him. So I feel like if one more thing or one more person tries to ignore him, it's gonna lead to that transition. And I think that's one of the perfect things to introduce Marichat if they go that way.
Okay, let's talk about Marichat predictions. We kind of did, but let's just continue.
Well, yeah. Like I said, we want to see just a lot more Marichat just coming in, slowly trickling in as they like depend on one another, because Ladybug cannot tell Cat Noir. Well, technically she could tell him everything, but she chooses not to. So
yeah, it could be very dangerous. So
yes, but talking to him as Marinette, less consequences. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
it's less of a risk factor.
Exactly. It's not like she has to tell him anything about the Ladybug aspect of her. Just
I think Marichat is actually really healthy for that reason.
Yes, especially right now with things so like tense with Adrienette and with Ladynoir. It's the perfect balance. Especially in Senti Bubble, where we saw them interacting more.
Yes, the first scene in season 4, right?
Exactly, the first moment in season 4. And it was as civilian Marinette trying to calm down Cat Noir.
And it worked. He like listened to her.
Worked.
Yeah.
He listened.
So he obviously trusts Marinette. That was really cool.
Yes, and it was so nice to see them interacting again.
Wait, and also he got a little suspicious because he was like, "How do you know?"
Yeah. But I wonder if it's always in the back of his mind that she's Ladybug. Like, I feel like maybe
because
he just can't get...
you said in your own video,
what?
He wants her to be Ladybug.
Yeah. I mean,
definitely.
And so maybe he's just always holding on to that, like in hopes that he'll have evidence that she is or something. That would be
exactly. Cool. And there's nothing necessarily holding that back anymore. especially if he starts to gain feelings for her, because it's no longer that she's just a friend. She's only a friend. She can only be a friend, or that there's Luca, because those two factors have practically been eliminated at this point.
Yeah. Hopefully, Adrien and Marinette will talk it out and be like, oh yeah, I broke up with Luca. And he'll be like, oh, I broke up with Kagami. And then they'll be like, oh, interesting. And then they'll start to open their eyes to other feelings.
Finally.
Okay.
Let's
get ready to move on to... Let's talk about Mr. Pigeon 72. Because there's this transitional period where Marinette is really trying to let go of Adrien. Obviously, we know that she doesn't want to let go of Adrien, but she's trying to. And so we see that Marinette is just trying to help Kagami, like, make amends with Adrien. Like, she really is not trying to get anything out of this. She's just really trying to be a good friend. That's really nice to see.
Yeah, she was being
It's so refreshing
to Kagami.
Their development, especially Marinette's development, from hating Kagami and wanting to sabotage everything related to her, to now being friends with her and trying to get them back together. It's so cute, and it's so nice to see non-jealousy for a second.
It really is. It's nice. I'm so happy with it. So yeah. But you know, obviously we see Kagami's just moved on. Like, she's like done with Adrien.
She's like, I'm done. I'm sorry. I am done. You can have it.
Yeah, exactly. And I think this is where we definitely want to highlight the Adrienette-ness in Mr. Pigeon 72.
Obviously.
This is huge. Who wants to talk about this? Yeah.
Me,
Yeah, you can talk about it, Griffin.
Okay. Look, I've been preparing every moment for this.
Okay, I'm ready.
Let's start.
Start a timer. Okay. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. There's no time limit.
So, during this little set, we finally got a reverse umbrella scene. I have been waiting for this scene forever. It was one of the things that I was thinking it needs to happen in order for the transition period to work, because it's like what made Marinette fall in love with Adrien. Why not the opposite? We see Adrien being a clumsy little dork, and we cannot watch that without smiling because they're both dorks.
It's amazing.
And they're so adorable.
And Marinette becomes more confident by the end of the scene.
Yes, she definitely becomes more confident.
She's like, you know what? See you tomorrow, Adrien.
Yeah, that was amazing.
She's not even upset.
So powerful.
She has even like a positive reaction. Actually, just in repost, we saw her being like, I want him to love me or whatever. Mm-hmm. And then now she's like, you know what? I'm just going to sing in the rain or dance in the rain, whatever she said.
I feel like season 4, Marinette becomes a much better person and character. She develops a lot more. And I feel like the viewer gets satisfied when they see Marinette's development, because like we've seen her actually grow and change.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and it works through her flaws.
The crush more believable, because her crush on Adrien was not a crush, an obsession.
Yes,
it was an obsession. It was a literal chart of his schedule, his birthday gifts for the next 45 years. I don't even know anymore. I forgot the number at this point, but she had a literal obsession over him, and it wasn't necessarily a I only like him for his looks kind of obsession. It was just more like an obsession. So
yeah, that's so true.
Seeing her be
Adrien,
just seeing her be more confident. Oh my goodness, it was just such a relief to see. It was almost nicer to see, except for Puppeteer 2.
Oh my god! We don't talk about that. And also, if you pay attention to the music in Mr. Pigeon 72, the scene at the end, why are you laughing?
Because you just we had a whole rant about this earlier.
It's a lower key of the Miraculous theme combined with the In the Rain theme that was in the first scene, and it's kind of saying how the show has taken a more dark turn, and this is also a reverse version of this. It's a lower key. It's a reverse, no. You know, and it's like slower and more emotional, and it's like in the rain, and it's like Adrien bumping his head. Like, we better get a reverse umbrella scene in season 8.
I'm so glad you pointed that out, because honestly, it does like represent the emotions of this season. It's so true.
I think Mr. Pitching 72 represents that we are in this whole season as a whole is like the middle of the series. We have hit the beginning of the end. Not the beginning of the end, but like the middle of the series.
Middle of the end.
Yeah.
And if season 7/season 8 is like the end or whatever, season 7, because we know season 7 is confirmed. I hope like it kind of in the finale or something. It ends with like not ends, but like one of the scenes in the finale is like an umbrella scene, like a kind of closing umbrella scene.
Oh, no.
How it all started. And like they're both under the umbrella.
Back in the same place. The person who made it. So
season 7 could be in the future, which means what if they get married in the rain?
Yes.
or Adrien proposes to her under an umbrella.
No, I need to see the wedding. Don't give me the proposal. Give me the wedding.
Let us write Miraculous.
Let the fans write Miraculous. We'll redo it.
Yeah,
we should write our own Miraculous.
Honestly, we should. And then just like voice act everything.
Yes.
Yeah. We'd be really good at it.
Sorry.
Father.
Yeah, please play
I
Adrien.
love Marinette. I love Marinette.
I'm hiring you as Adrien.
Dupen Chang. Very interesting.
And we could talk about the Adrienette scenes in Shop Blanc as well.
Doing
now.
Master, what do you plan to do? Nuru Dusu. I think this is my opportunity to finally akumatize Marinette Dupen Chang.
Okay, thank you so much for that. That was actually really lovely. But we have to continue. Okay,
please.
So basically, we have talked about the reverse umbrella scene, but I also want to talk about another moment in Marinette's confidence. Is in the episode Guiltrip, where like you know, Marinette sees Adrien and she's fumbling all over her words, but then she stops herself and she's like, there's no time for this, Marinette. And it's really cool because like she shifted her whole like mindset. Like did
you see how Adrien looked at her though in Guiltrip?
Oh yeah,
that one smile, his smile, oh my, it's so
cringy.
No
Oh.
No,
I'm kidding.
I feel like you're not joking.
I am.
Okay. So, do you guys have anything else you want to add about Adrienette?
They need to get their act together.
Yeah, I can't really think of too many scenes because there hasn't been a whole lot of Adrienette. It's just like a big shift, but not a whole lot of scenes.
This season, they're focusing a lot on the plot, which I'm not complaining about. Like, we've got a lot of shipping.
Yes,
it's okay if we got.
I like this episode, the season so much more because they're focusing on the plot.
What's the next ship?
Like, I can't watch season 1.
Ladrien.
It's not.
So yeah, Ladrien basically.
Nothing this season at all.
Yeah, I don't think Ladrien's gonna go anywhere.
We haven't seen a single scene of them together.
I mean, I don't know. Maybe something will happen with Ladrien, but is it really important to the plot? Like,
it's.
I mean, what if there was a reverse love square? It would be interesting because it would be oddly platonic.
Yeah, that would be interesting.
With like Ladrien shifts to being like platonic instead of romantic.
Yeah.
Oh, that would be weird. So it'd like be the new Marichat.
Yeah. I wonder if people would switch over to that.
That's what I was thinking. Be like, oh, Ladrien's my favorite ship now. Like, Ladrien finally gets some attention.
I'm like, no. I love Ladrien so much, but there's no development in that area at all.
Yeah.
Gorzilla was a big one.
That was the only one.
Okay, so yeah, Ladrien, nothing really there.
Kind of weird that they're 14, though. I don't know. I can never forget the fact that they're 14. The characters are Miraculous. I can never get that out of my head. I'm just like, no, you know what? Let's just not believe that. You know, from now on, they'll be 16. I don't care what the players say. They're 16. They're 16 at least.
Yeah,
at least.
Feels weird to think about. We have a couple more things to talk about. One thing that I wanted to touch on is...
Rose Adrien?
Yes.
No.
Definitely. No. No, but basically, okay, Guiltrip And also truth. We see like Ladybug accepting more of Cat Noir's like goofy side, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's just like starting to be like, oh, haha, you're like so cute. Or, you know, she doesn't say that, but
You're so funny.
you get my point.
Oh,
Yeah. And so I feel like this is important for before the reveal. Like she's gonna start to see Adrien's true side and start to like be like, oh, I like both sides of Adrien. Unlike Kagami, who was like, this is not who you are. And I was like, shoo, like, you know. But I just think it's important for the reveal for her to start accepting the side of him. And we're starting to see it. So it's really exciting.
I will say this, and I will say it proud. I will not accept the reveal if they reveal before they like both of each other's sides.
Yes.
I will not accept it. Like, if they have revealed right now, like during the middle of the season, where it's like both of them are still very confused and they like the other version better, I would be done.
They have to be accepting of each other. They have to love each other.
Yes, we need
to the full
actual
extent.
like love, and I would honestly love them, like Adrienette specifically, to get into a relationship before the reveal and have
I want the reveal to be at if we're together before, that'd be cool. But the reveal would also be cool if it was at a point where Marinette was like, who do I choose, Cat Noir or Adrien? And Adrien's like, who do I choose, Marinette or Ladybug?
Oh, yeah.
And the reveal happens and I'm like, oh, I guess that answers my question. Both.
Like, I guess so.
Yeah, that's actually perfect. That is really perfect.
I always knew I loved you for a reason, Marinette. I always knew I loved you for a reason, Cat Noir.
So basically, I want to hear what you guys have to think about what will happen with Adrienette in like the synopsis, you know, with what is it called?
The last attack of Shadow Moth.
The last attack of Shadow Moth. Yeah, like
the lactose intolerant.
The lactose intolerant episode. Like, will Marinette actually show Adrien she's Ladybug? Like, would that actually happen?
Honestly, it would be ironic if it did, because she's the one pushing for the identities not to be revealed.
I know.
So it would definitely be ironic, but I also think it's way too soon.
I know, season 4, and in that way, would they really do the reveal to us?
Yeah,
like that?
and like there hasn't been really much time, unless they prove it in other episodes, like Adrien having more developing feelings for Marinette. Like, it's obvious, and not us just like speculating, because obviously he's obvious enough. Like, unless they say it out loud that yes, he's in love with Marinette and got over Ladybug.
Yeah.
It's too soon.
Yeah, we need like proof to see him like fall for her.
Yes,
Yeah.
and especially like on Ladybug's side too. Like, it needs to be equal. It needs to be at the same time almost.
The reveal better be in the rain.
I know.
It better be.
It better.
We better see them. I want them to process the reveal well.
I want them to be like, we finally defeated Shadow Moth. There is no reason for us to continue hiding from each other. And at the same time, Ladybug's like, whew, Tiki spots off, and then Adrien's like, claws out, Adrien, Marinette, and they go closer, and then they kiss.
Okay, look, those like things make me scream. Definitely. It's too simple. You know what I mean? It's too easy.
Yeah.
Like, I want not to be in a fight. Obviously not. Like, I don't want them to be fighting. But I also feel like Ladybug wouldn't be so easy to reveal herself, like her
Yeah.
Cat Noir. Like, she would definitely be that type of person to use that as a boundary, as a safeguard to keep her personal life and her superhero life separate. You know what I mean? Like, keeping that life of hers separate and revealing herself doesn't do that. It literally just breaks the boundary.
Yeah.
Imagine if we get the last attack of Shadow Moth before we get any other episode of season 4. Like,
I'm not gonna watch
gosh.
it. I simply won't watch it until it is done.
I know, it doesn't feel right. Oh, okay.
just-
So let's see. Do you have any future like predictions for Adrienette, Ladynoir, Marichat, just anything else?
just reverse.
Yeah,
I think
just reverse?
I think the main thing is just everything's changing. Everything's
Yeah.
gonna be flipped on its head.
It's a great point.
And I am ready. I
And then
am
we-
so
I am ready.
for it.
Let's
I'm
get our
excited for love.
popcorn, guys.
I'm ready.
I'm ready. I'm ready. Okay. Well, I think we should probably end it, unless you guys have any last things you really want to add.
Be ready, everyone. Be ready to scream. Be ready to cry, probably, because
Yeah.
Felix is coming back.
Oh, Felix. Oh, yeah.
So
No.
be ready. Just be ready. And hopefully we can all, like, after season 4 is done, we can come back with another video, another collab, and talk about if we were right or not.
Another collab would be great.
Yes. All right.
Is that all the words you have to say, wise kid? Oh. I guess that... I think that's the
video. Wise drop off there.
She's like, I'm done with this conversation.
I'm done with these people.